is Leo Santa Cruz. Leo, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, Ray. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Leo, long time no see. Obviously, I saw you train yesterday at your gym, but I got to tell you, I've watched you for your entire career, been around you for the past 6 or 7 years. Is it fair to say that this is the hardest that you are hitting? Because my goodness, I hear the pop when you were hitting the pads and the body armor with your brother, and I think this is the hardest I've ever heard you punch.
Yeah, I think so. We're training really hard for this fight. We're working on the power because we know we're going against a hard fighter, Tank Davis. So we got to go stronger, and so we work on our strength a little bit more. And I do feel, really strong, the strongest I've ever been. And I feel I'm hitting a lot stronger than ever.
I see you. You're absolutely shredded, Leo. I mean, you have a six-pack. I don't think you have an ounce of fat on you. Going back to the point about preparation, is this the best that you've been from an in-shape standpoint for a prize fight?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I think that we've been training, like I said, really hard for this fight. This is the biggest fight of my career, so we can't leave anything. We gotta go at our best, and that's what we're planning to do.
Leo, I know that when I was at the gym yesterday and talking with your brothers, they told me that you love challenges like this. I feel like this is the most focused I've ever seen you and your team. They've all galvanized around this opportunity. Is some of that because you are such almost a 3-1 underdog heading into this fight against Gervonta Davis?
Yes, of course. Like I said, I think the people are the hardest. That there's this area the hardest for me. That's what I want. That's what brings the better out of me. And I think that's what Gervonta Davis is gonna be. People are doubting me. They're saying that he's gonna beat me, knock me out, and that disappoints me. So it makes me train harder and try to prove them wrong. So I'm gonna go out there to try to do a perfect fight, and hopefully he brings the best out of me. Because when sparring, when there were sparring partners that people say, oh, he's gonna give Leo a whooping because he's really good, and that's when I did the best when they brought them, and I did the best in sparring with them, and I look even better than I did with other fighters that weren't that good. So I think the better the fighter is, the better I look too. So I think Gervonta Davis is gonna bring the best out of me, and that's what we want.
He's won 14 straight fights by way of stoppage. I'm sure you're very cognizant of his power, but how much do you want to create doubt in his mind during the course of the fight?
I'm gonna go out there, try to break him down. I'm gonna try to take his punches. I'm gonna be in there, and I'm gonna act like if his punches are not hurting me, getting frustrated, and hopefully, I'm able to take his punches and he won't hurt me. And we're gonna go great defense and everything, and show him that we're not scared of him and intimidate him.
We hear time and time again when categorizing your style that you are a pressure fighter, and that's very true because the fight with you and Abdurrahman is the first time you guys both threw over 2,000 punches combined, according to CompuBox. But do you feel like you are underrated as a pure boxer, a quality in which you displayed in the second fight with Carl Frampton?
Yeah, I think so. I think fans, they think that I'm a brawler, that I'm always going to go forward, that I'm just a fighter that knows how to fight going forward. But, I could box too. My dad always taught me how to box, that when I ever face a fighter that is strong, that is stronger than me, that hits hard, that I have to use my smart. I have to be smart. I have to use my reach from the outside. And I know how to do that. But the only thing is that, fans, they love a fighter that goes and brawls, that is there going toe-to-toe. And I love to do that because I love to please the fans. I go out there and fight for the fans to give them a great show. But I know I got to be smart, and if I have to box to win the fight, I got to do it, and I'm going to do it.
How much does it play into your mind that this is a legacy fight for you on October 31st on Showtime pay-per-view? You can become the first Mexican to win a world title in 5 divisions, something, to my knowledge, that hasn't been accomplished before.
Yeah, that's always in my mind. I know that if I win this fight, I'm going to be a 5-division world champion, something that nobody, I think there's only one people that have done that, and the Mexican fighter, and me, I'll be like the second Mexican fighter to do that. So it's something big that if I do that, I'm going to be recognized, and people are going to know me, and I'm going to be making history, and it's something I want to do, something that's going to go into my resume, and I'm gonna be really proud of, and people are gonna be proud of me, and that's something really really big for me.
Your brother Antonio told me yesterday that he says that you are a beast. Why is that?
Because I always give it my all. Here in the gym, I'm working really hard. I give it my best, even though if I'm tired, I still try to get everything out. And I'm working really hard every time, every day. I give it my best, and I'm working hard all the time.
Well, looking at this matchup with Gervonta Davis, you're going to be walking out in front of a live crowd. There will be fans in attendance. You have fought at Barclays Center in front of raucous crowds. You fought at Staples Center in front of raucous crowds. How thrilled are you that fans are actually going to be in attendance at the Alamo Dome?
I'm very happy. I'm excited that there's gonna be fans because before they told us that there might be no fans, that we were gonna fight only me and him, and I was disappointed. I was a little bit sad because I'm used to fighting in front of fans. They're the one that give us the support. They're the one that give us that extra to go out there and give great fights. They're the one that motivate us. And just thinking about not fighting with no fans, it was weird. It was gonna be weird. I don't think it was gonna be the same excitement, and I think we weren't gonna fight the same as we would fight with fans, because like I said, fans give us that extra courage. They give us power. They give us strength to go out there and perform our best.
Leo, when the bell rings over the course of a fight, typically you see fighters, especially when they are in combat and they have a focus, and you are focused, but you're always smiling still, even over the course of the fight. Where does that come from?
I just try to be happy because they say if you get mad, you lose, and you get frustrated when you get mad. You do things even worse. So I always try to be happy. I'm always thinking about my family and just trying to go out there and have fun, on the ring. And just because if you have fun, you relax, things come out easier. It comes your way, and that's what I always try to do. I always try to be happy and not get mad.
I know you mentioned that you love to mix it up and you love to entertain the fans,
Yeah.
but how much does your father try to tell you, hey, that's okay, but let's focus more on boxing and don't put yourself in a position to go toe to toe for an extended period of time?
No, yeah, my dad always tells me that he's like, yeah, you do have to entertain the fans, you have to please them, but you gotta be smart. If you try to do that, be careful because they could catch you, and when you could make a little mistake, and they're gonna catch you, and there goes the fight. They could knock you out, they could hurt you, and just for trying to go out there for a little bit, you're gonna let the fight go away. Because you gotta be smart, do what I'm telling you, and just listen to me.
Looking at next Saturday, October 31st, on Showtime pay-per-view against Gervonta Davis, if things go your way, have you thought about what could potentially be next for you?
Yeah, if everything goes great against Gervonta Davis, I know all the big fights that could come next. There's Miguel Berchel against Oscar Valdez. They're gonna unify. I mean, they're gonna fight for the title, and I think the winner of that will be a great fight against me. There's Jamal Herring. There's Joseph Diaz. Also, I'll be a champion at 135. So if there's a big fight or one opportunity at 135, of course, I'll go for it. But right now, I want to stay at 130 and unify the belts.
Okay, so your focus is, if you're successful next Saturday against Gervonta Davis, you're going to hold two titles, one at 130, one at 135. But you said that the plan is to be at 130.
Yes, of course. We want to stay at 130. We want to unify. Any other champions, they're great champions right there. There's also Gary Russell. People have been wanting me to fight Gary Russell. If I get past Tank Davis, we want Gary Russell, the winner of Oscar Valdez against Berchett, Jojo Diaz, Jamal Herring, any other champions, we're ready.
Is there any bad blood between you and Gary Russell? I know that he tried to, bring, have some theatrics, and, he was, calling you out about a year ago and stuff. Actually had a conversation with your father, but did he get under your skin at all?
He got me, a little bit mad what he did with my dad. It was disrespectful and everything, but there's no bad blood between me and him. The only thing is that, we fight in the amateurs. He beat me. Ever since I wanted to get my rematch, I wanted to fight him. That's why I was asking for that fight. The fight didn't get made. I don't know for what reasons, but I was pushing for that fight. And now that we could make it, hopefully we make it.
Leo, you are the epitome of a rags to riches story based on your humble upbringings. For younger fighters that are in the amateurs, that are in the gym, that look up to you, what message do you want to give to them?
I don't know, the message I give to all those fighters is work hard, listen to your parents, stay away from drugs, from all the gangs, from the bad people, bad friends. If you guys have a dream, go for it, dedicate yourself, go to the gym, go home, listen to your parents, and, just focus, go follow your dreams, and later on, you're gonna thank your parents. You're gonna be thank you dad, thank you mom for supporting me, for pushing me, and always telling me to work hard. And later they're gonna be so grateful.
In a perfect world, how does the fight unfold next Saturday night against Gervonta Davis on Showtime pay-per-view?
Oh, it's gonna be a great fight, a war back and forth. I'm gonna go out there, give my all, give the fans a great fight, entertaining fight, an all battle, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna come out with the victory. I'm gonna surprise the world. I'm gonna go out there and come out with the victory.
It is Halloween night when you
Yes.
fight on pay-per-view. Do you have anything special outlined for your ring entrance at the Alamo Dome?
No, the truth, I'm just gonna be out there and go simple. I just gotta go out there and show my Aztec spirit. I'm gonna go out with just an outfit, regular outfit with Aztec stuff, and just show my Aztec warrior spirit.
Does that fuel you when you go to the ring, because you are a Mexican fighter and we hear about the rich tradition and you've been raised with those old school values?
Yes, of course. It does. I get excited. Just thinking about the people cheering for me, telling me that I could do it. I'm gonna go out there and just give it my best, and hopefully I don't upset them. Hopefully I go out there and get the win for them and make them happy.
Well, Leo, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it. Good luck next week. I look forward to seeing you down in San Antonio, Texas, as you prepare to take on Gervonta Davis.
No, thank you, Ray. Thank you for everything, and best of wishes to you and blessings. Thank you.
Likewise, Leo. We'll see you next week in San Antonio.